Yeah, they're not even asking for a 2x multiple. So the asking price based off of their cash flow, this is big asterisks, assuming their cash flow this is a real number and legit, the 361, which it probably is not. But if it is.
So let me pull up and let's just kind of go through this a little bit.
And yes,
all I did for people watching,
due diligence takes time, and that is an understatement of biblical proportions.
And then the emotion, like, I'm sorry, we're crazy clinicians. We get emotional. This is too close to us. This is like a baby that we poured, years of our life into, and now somebody is going to scrutinize it. It's like calling your baby ugly. Nobody wants somebody to do that. But ugly babies exist. I'm sorry. It's just what it is.
Not mine, though. Not yours.
Of course not. All right. So what I did for people watching is I just Googled Biz Buy Sell physical therapy. And then it took me to the Biz Buy Sell website. And let's take a look at some of these. So like if we go into the first one here, I'm going to click through. We can see the asking price for this physical therapy practice, profitable, well-established, SBA pre-qualified. To me, seeing SBA pre-qualified, I don't think that means anything to you as like, I'm not going to say an institutional investor, but that kind of investor. This would mean something to another therapist who might want to buy the business to operate it as their own business. Is that right? Or is there value to you when somebody says SBA pre-qualified?
So it's a good sign. It means that they're reasonable. It means that they understand that a lot of buyers are not coming to them with this full dollar amount in their bank account, and they're ready to just fork over this dollar amount. Yeah, so it's a good thing. But also with a lot of these websites, what I've noticed is it says SBA pre-qualified or owner is open to SBA whatever. A lot of them say that. So it's like, is this just being put on every deal, or I don't know, are some of these brokers telling them to put it on there or what? So, yeah.
Okay. So this is Redding, California, $650,000 asking price, $361,000 cash flow. Gross revenue for the business is $888,000. If we look at some of the details, and I think this is really the value that people watching would gain is, that's interesting. So it actually says the name of the practice, Maximum,
which is uncommon. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So physical therapy, exercise, fitness, sports medicine. Seller is stating that they had their most profitable year, 20-year business. Gives you information, 5,400 square feet. So, my clinics are usually about 2,000 square feet, 1 1/3 acre parcel. So it sounds like the real estate, there's no way the real estate is included, do you think?
It says what? The real estate, it says, is $875K, but then the revenue of the practice was $888,000.
Okay.
Maybe it would be
two separate deals, maybe.
Two separate deals.
Equipment is mostly newer, in great shape. Please call, text, or email. Shown by appointment only. There's a disclaimer. 9 employees. Facility was built and designed for physical therapy and is clean, well-maintained, top-of-the-line equipment. So, and then it's got a link to the website. But yeah, usually you wouldn't get all this information.
No, this is a good one. Can we just go to the top for a second? I'll show you if you if you were sitting next to me like this, like if I'm going through this by myself, and this is some of the back of the napkin math, right? I just want to see like I want to just check the temperature of the pool. I want to just dip my foot in. Like I want to just check it out. Here's what I do, right? So the gross revenue they're saying is $888,000. The cash flow is a little over $361,000. In these examples, I'll kind of like Scott was saying, there's SDE, there's seller's discretionary earnings, there's an adjusted EBITDA, or there's cash flow. There's some differences, but we just kind of say, all right, we're going to just take this number as is. We're going to believe these numbers. We're going to use the cash flow number as like the net income, the adjusted EBITDA number, right? So we're going to take the gross revenue we're gonna take the cash flow, the 361,000 divided by 888,000, and that gives us a profit margin of 41%. Am I doing that correctly?
Yeah.
So Sturdy McKee, my business partner, my mentor, all that, he would, if he was here, he would say, which physical therapy business do you know that does 41% net income, net profit margin? Because where are most practices, Tony, that you've heard of?
I'm going to say they claim 18 to 22%. I don't even think they're at those numbers.
So I agree with you 100%. So they claim to be 18 to 22, 18 to 25%. How is it? So I wouldn't even look at anything else. I would be like, okay, 41% profit margin. Then in this example, I would probably click on the website because I would be like, are they selling like cash laser packages? Like, cause okay, then it actually might make sense. I don't know. Like I would look, usually these listings don't have the website. So I would have to say like, well, what else in here is showing like the ability to be a service-based business that has, what did it say, 9 employees?
9 employees, yeah.
And has 41% profit margins. So I would probably scroll real quick down the homepage. I would click on services. And if their services were like, I don't know, like cryotherapy, laser, shockwave, stim pod, cash packages, or cost this much, linked to social media that was completely dialed in with like Tony Maritato style patient videos and treatments and all that, then I'd be like, oh, you know what? This looks like it could potentially be a business that's doing 41% profit margins. It just, when you're a brick and mortar outpatient office, and if you're 100% in network, it's impossible, I believe. It's basically impossible to have 41% profit margins if you have 9 therapists, 9 employees.
Well, I think that's the killer is where are these 9 employees? So we see 2 therapists, a PT and a PTA, which is basically my operation. We look at services. You can see my screen, right?
I can see it. Yep.
Yeah. So basic stuff, bone, joint, muscle injuries, industrial, motor vehicle, some sports medicine, wellness center. But there's not really anything that would indicate, okay,
well, maybe that wellness center part, maybe they're selling, they got gym memberships, they got other things that are part of it, that are part of the whole income.
But still, where are the other? Okay, so if we've got these 2 guys, where are the other 7?
So already, like if you're looking to buy this type of a business, right? It's like, yeah, that a buyer's going to be like, wait, I'm scratching my head. Like you said, 9 employees. There's 2 therapists listed on your website. So like, that's already weird.
Yeah. Let's go back. Let me pull this back up again for Biz Buy Sell. But I do think that, and I'm guilty of it, you got to step back. You got to look at this as a potential buyer, not just, you got to take the blinders off a little bit. So I would want to know, even within the description, it's, if we're saying 888,000 in revenue and I'm saying 9 employees, that's 100,000 basically per employee. Like, I don't see the math working out.
Some of those, 3 or 4 might be front desk, aides, whatever. So they could be lower hourly employees. So I hear you.
You got to assume their contract. So maybe you got a part-time person here or there coming in. But still, give me the information. Let me know more information about it. Let's take a look at another one. Physical therapy.
Real quick. One other thing. Can you just hover back over the first one? So
yeah.
I would say the difference between their cash flow number, which in this example, we'll just back of the napkin math, the cash flow number is the 361,000. The asking price is 650,000. So if you take 360 times 2, they're asking for a little under a 2x multiple, right? So we go 2. Yeah, they're not even asking for a 2x multiple. So the asking price based off of their cash flow, this is big asterisks. Assuming their cash flow is this is a real number and legit, the 361, which it probably is not. But if it is, their asking price is under a 2x multiple. So actually, by looking at it in that direction, hey, maybe these sellers are actually reasonable. But we dig in, we like Scott said, due diligence takes time. We might find out their cash flow is like 100,000 or 150,000. Now all of a sudden the 650 is like a 5 or 6x multiple on 100 or 150. You know what I mean? So those are the quick things we look at. But again, buyers, we click on your website, we shouldn't have questions. We shouldn't have like big questions like you have 9 therapists, 9 team members, but there's 2 therapists on the website. Like, you don't think buyers are going to be like, wait, that looks like a little fuzzy. So anyway, we can move on. Hey, it's Dave Kittle. Are you a healthcare business owner or physical therapy practice owner who is looking to figure out your succession plan or exit strategy? We might be able to help. And in fact, we may be interested in acquiring your practice. If you're interested, you can reach out to me. Shoot me an email at dave@conciergepainrelief.com. That's DAVE at CONCIERGE painrelief.com. Or you can call me at any time, 646-781-8884.